So if you've been following our channel and watching our videos, you'll know this year that XYZ Machine Tools launched their LR range of machining centres. These are their linear rail models. I'm with Paul here from Genesis Precision, who has invested recently in one of the models, which is a 750 LR. Paul, firstly, how long's the machine been here?
About 6 weeks now, I believe.
And you're a pretty progressive machine shop. You're doing, there's lots of noise going on, lots of spindles turning. Why the XYZ LR model, Paul?
It just caught my eye. We were looking, originally looking at a turning machine, and went to the Nuneaton showroom, and we saw these machines, and I just put it in the memory bank, and the price range kind of attracted me as well. The only thing that I was a little bit uncomfortable with to start off with was the changing from Heidenhain to Siemens, but after watching it in, going and seeing a demonstration, it persuaded me to go for it.
What about XYZ, Paul? This was a bit of a shift change for you. You've got the 2-op machine, haven't you?
Yes.
What kind of really made you make that final decision to go for this 750 LR?
Well, I think having the 2-op was just a gentle introduction into the XYZ sort of range, really. That caught our eye at the last Mac show, and straight away I made a decision to purchase one.
Have you moved that around the shop? I mean, what people say about this 2-op is it's great. It's a very small machine. It's got, for those second ops, it's brilliant to just move from machine to machine. Do you use it in that way?
We have moved it on the odd occasion, but it's, as you can see, we're quite tight for space in this machine shop, so we don't tend to move it very often. It stays pretty much where it's situated at the moment. But that's also another thing that sold it to us, the fact that you could pick it up on a pallet truck and shift it around the shop and use it as a 2-op for parts coming off another machine. So.
Coming back to the LR, Paul, here, the 750, why did you go for this size of machine to start? Because they do have the mini mill and they do have the 1000. Did this fit nicely in the middle for you? We
were looking, because of, again, a space issue at the moment, we were looking to get a machine that could just sort of fit into the footprint. And once we looked into the range on the XYZs, we found that the 750 on the X Travel was actually, the machine itself was the same footprint apart from a few inches than what we had before. So it's fitted into exactly the same spot, and we've got an extra 300 mil of travel on the bed.
What about the speed of the machine? Is it a fast machine for you?
I think it's an 8,000 spindle, which we're okay with. We've already got a couple of 8,000 spindles. We're not always finding that you need to go up any higher than that on the range. So we were comfortable with that spindle speed.
And you went for the sidearm tool changer, the more tools on the machine as well, didn't you?
The machine we were actually thinking of getting is just the umbrella type carousel. So once I spotted that was just a question on how much extra would it be for us to have that. And
what about pricing? How did it stack up on price for you, Paul? Very competitive?
Very competitive, yeah. I think you're getting a lot for your money, to be perfectly honest.
Were you almost surprised when you heard what the cost of these machines were and what you got with it?
I was pleasantly surprised, actual fact. Yeah, exactly. What you could get for the price.
And when you say you've had this here 6 weeks, has it been a smooth installation, training, and all the rest of it?
Yes, yeah. I think she was up and running really within about 3 days. I mean, we had it commissioned on the Friday. 2 lads had their training on the Monday and Tuesday in the following week, and they actually job we had in hand. They proved out in the truck during the training session, so they were up and running on the Wednesday morning when they came back.
Good stuff. I want to bring Dan in here. Dan, if you've got a couple of seconds. Dan, you are familiar with the Siemens control, aren't you? Just tell us a little bit from your side what you like about this control on this model.
Well, it's quite user-friendly, so programming-wise it's quite simple, it's quite quick. So
and do you do all your programming at the machine?
Yes, I do, yes. Yeah.
And are you doing that in code format, or are you actually using the shop mill software you get with this?
Using the shop mill for everything, we are, yeah.
And are you making simple parts though, or are you doing some quite complicated stuff as well?
Well, a bit of both really. I mean, you get complex parts, you know, you can use the contours and that to do the outside shape, and then just odd, simple side holes.
Is there any verification elements in it so that when you've actually programmed something, you know you're not going to have a collision?
Yeah, we can run a simulation on the part, so you can see the 3D model on the screen, you can see if anything's going to hit or anything like that, so it's quite
And
handy.
you enjoy using this machine then, do you?
I do, yeah.
Not just from the programming side, but also the operating of the machine, the layout, how you get in and how it feels.
Yeah, no, it's a nice machine to use.